I would also want everyone to write down one thing that you are grateful for, and let's see how many comments and what all things. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ruchi, and this is a new video. In this video, we are going to talk about the most powerful thing which we all must understand deeply. Why am I saying understand deeply? Because the word gratitude, the word being thankful is very popular nowadays. Everybody talks about it, and people mostly use also that I'm so thankful, I'm so thankful. When you say you are thankful, are you actually feeling? Are you actually realizing the power of being thankful? Because, okay, I'll tell you my own example. Few years back, I did not ever understand the meaning of being grateful, or gratitude or thankful. I used to watch it, I used to read about it, and the words which were written about the gratitude, it was like when you start feeling it differently, your life will change, and you will understand the meaning and you will feel blessed. But I never used to understand that, okay, what is so special that I should feel grateful about, because life is going fine, everything was going fine that time, and I was not understanding actually that for understanding the deeper level of being grateful, sometimes you have to go through really hardships. It can be any kind of hardships. It can be pain, it can be physical pain, it can be emotional pain, it can be other sorts of pain. But I'm trying to tell you that, when we get into a difficult situation in life, when we actually get into a troublesome situation, sometimes when life throws that kind of thing on us, we need to realize that it is the time for us to understand and learn a lot of things about life. And such kind of challenging situations can really teach you so much. Really, it can teach you so much in life. I have seen so many such people who have been to such hardships, and they have really altered their personality, because that situation really taught them a strong lesson, and they started looking at life in a very different way. So, for the very first time, when did I realize the meaning of this gratitude? I never really realized, that how thankful, how blessed I should be, that I should feel that, for the smallest things in life. I used to take it really for granted. And I think, like me, there are so many who takes it for granted. Though you may be writing it, you may be listening to it, you may be even talking about it, but that's not enough. You need to feel it. You actually need to feel it, inside in your heart, and that's the time when you actually understand the meaning and the deeper and the actual meaning of the word gratitude or being grateful. First time a few years back, I don't know exact year, but yes, I visited this blind school, and this was my first time for that school. So I just went there, and I went there around my birthday. So I went there to distribute sweets. I just got the idea of distributing sweets to that school, so I went there, and the moment I started distribution, there were a lot of kids and so many girl child, especially. They were from the age of 3 4 to, like, mostly it was like 4, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 18, 20 plus, all the ages, and the moment they started coming to me, they were all in queue and I was giving them sweets. I can't tell you what happened with me. It was a very uh, I don't know. It was very much like, I started getting goosebumps. I had tears in my eyes. Rather, my eyes were not stopping to, flow. And I was not knowing even why is it happening. So that moment, I actually realized that day, realized that uh, how grateful and how blessed I am that I have my eyes. I can see everything, and how difficult it must be for somebody to live life without eyes. How much difficult, they have not seen anything, they can't see things, and it's not about only seeing, it's like, the whole perspective. So that was the day of first encounter of the blessing, which I could, sense that how blessed we all are, that we have our body healthy, whatever, whatever, like, if we are not having anything else, we just always keep looking for things what we don't have. That, okay, maybe we are dreaming or we are aiming for certain things and we don't have it, but you need to see what you have, because there is definitely going to be a lot of things which you already have. Second time, I also started realizing this during COVID. Obviously, we all were together in that. There is nothing that I'm talking about, something which you can't understand. So you need to understand that when COVID happened, so many people, though I was not watching the news in details because I can't watch such news in detail. That is one of the problem I have. So I get very sensitive about all these things. So still, whatever updates I was watching, I could realize that, you know, how people were getting affected in their health, and people were dying left, right, center, and no amount of money, no amount of contacts, no amount of power, nothing could save people, right? Everybody was just like, in a very miserable situation, and there were a lot of people who could not cross it. After that also you get to know. So don't you think that we, like me, you who's watching me, and all of us who are still here in healthy position, healthy body, are we not very blessed, so much blessed? For each and every small thing, people really s- suffered during COVID times, like for food, for travel, people were away from their home. So I could just see that such basic things, very basic stuff of life, and we take it so much for granted, right? So the whole thing is, I'm not saying to get into the depth of this and keep thinking this, but yes, we definitely need to realize the value of things we have, because it's very important, it's super important, because the kind of feeling and the kind of calmness that you get by realizing how blessed you are, that's so much important for you. And there is nothing like and also, I feel that we all need hardships in our life. We definitely need, because you will see there are a lot of people who only realize, all of us, otherwise we are living very superficially. We think that okay, this is life, everything is there, and we have to get this. We don't have this. We are always engaged or entangled in such stupid stuff, whereas we don't realize the power of the basic things that we have. It's very powerful, it's actually very powerful, and we need to go and see. Or maybe it is said that the person who has not had food for 2 days, ask that person the value of food. So you can also try that, but still, the person who's not, see, not eating something, willing, you have it but you're not using it, that's a different thing. But you don't have it at all and you're craving for it and you can do anything just to have it, that's a different situation, right? So sometimes just going through pain is so much important for us, for lots of realization, for lots of teachings, and for, like, understanding life actually. And I just want to say it not because it's not a preach or something, but I think it's very true, because you will see the hardships of our life. Like, if I have had lot of things, I have faced a lot of problems from my childhood. I actually have seen a lot of things which normally child don't see. Okay, children don't see. So I have seen a lot of things which was not normal. I did not have a very normal childhood and all, and I don't regret it. Yes, it was painful. A lot of things are painful. It still gives me sadness sometimes, but sadness is a different part. But I feel that it taught me so much, because honestly, truly, whatever I have become, the strength I have, and the mentality, the perspective I have towards life, towards solving situations, the things that I've learned in my life, how to handle a situation, how to everything, everything. The credit goes to my life, right? The kind of life I have had. So I really feel that the people, when you everybody, every kid, any age you are, the things that you face makes you what you are, and you should always be thankful for that. You will see the people who have not faced any hardships, or who have been very into very normal life, very, like, easy breezy kind of thing. You will see that one small jhatka and they are disturbed, one small jhatka and they don't know what to do, they don't know how to handle it, they panic, they stress out, and whatnot. So you need to realize the value of the hardships, the value of challenging times, because challenges really make you what you are. You learn lot of things, you develop lot of perspective, you actually learn skills. When you're in trouble, then you learn skills to survive those troubles, to get out of those troubles. And always there is a way, there is always a way to solve your things and to get out of them. So I don't know, in whichever situation today you are, it could be an emotional pain, it could be emotional situation, it could be financial, it could be some other thing, it could be health related, whatever it is. But I just want to tell you one thing, that in the worst situations also, we can find out and we can, figure out at least something we can find out to be grateful for, to be thankful for. If you just see the situation properly, you will see that you still have things to be thankful for. Because like being alive, we take it really for granted, all of us. I used to do it the same way. I used to take it like, what's the big deal? I'm like, here, but I should be, what is there to be so much grateful for? Be grateful for everything in your life. It is not about learning, it is a attitude. It is actually an attitude which you develop with time, which you develop with understanding, and so many times, most of the times, which you develop with experiences, difficult experiences, challenging experiences of life. Realize the value of things you have. People, when mostly are into the things that, either they are complaining about things, that we don't have this, we don't have that, this did not happen, that did not happen. Whatever the worst things you face in your life, you really pick out the bestest lessons from that, and that really makes you someone, which is, that actually develops your character, that really upgrades your character. Because you become more powerful, you become, like, more understanding, you learn more, you always add on, it adds value. It adds value in you as a person, it adds value in you as a human. And then everything starts changing in your life. But yes, the most important thing is your attitude really matters a lot. Even if in difficult situation you're not able to understand or realize, you will be stuck in that situation. You will be stuck in that situation until unless you do not realize that what is it teaching you, why are you here, and what you need to really understand or realize or learn. People are addicted to a lot of things, wrong things, alcohol, smoking, and many such things. They have some bad habits also, and they'll blame it all on the stress they have in their life. They don't realize the value of what they have. They are more concentrating on what they want and they do not have either, or they are concentrating on a negative perspective about life. And I really see this around, and I feel very, very bad. Whoever I know and I ever talk to them or interact with them, I always tell them to, find, to just go outside and see and find out people, who have real issues, you know who really, that is called real issue. When somebody is incapable of doing certain things, they don't have it only, like, and still they are living life in a beautiful way. They are trying to manage it all, they are trying to feel good and blessed every day. So that kind of perspective, everybody needs that. Instead of doing the wrong things to yourself, to your health, to your body, to your mind. And you need to really look at life in a very different way. You need to understand the blessings you have, you need to realize the blessings you have, and you need to feel grateful for each and everything what you have. Everything, I mean to say, everything. And the moment you realize this, the moment you develop this kind of attitude, or you understand the meaning of being grateful, or you understand the value of things that you have, trust me, you will start to relax. You will start to be stress free. You can't get stressed because you will, the grateful, being in, like, being grateful or having the feeling of grateful releases all the stress that you have. It gives you a very different vibration. You start feeling very different, very positive. It's a very positive, it's the most positive feeling I can say. And I'm saying it from a personal experience as well. No matter how much ever, like, situation is difficult, or you're facing feeling pain and all, but once you start realizing the value of things, and, like, whatever you have, you will feel very different, and you will be feeling stronger, and you will be, like, you will have a right perspective, and you will have an attitude to do anything whatever you want. You actually can do anything whatever you want. It's all in your hands, trust me. It's all about just thinking right, and you know like, channelizing everything in the right way. And that's all for this video. Thank you so much. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say, and I hope you realize how it's going to add value in your life. Trust me, it's going to add lot of value in your life. So thank you. That's all. Love you and take care.